kick it. People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Been the whole half, had a blast.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Watson on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
After that run for a first down, I don't know that confidence can be much higher for an offense. They're doing exactly what they want to do on this drive.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. After the run, Watson going to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do now. The key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. A A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019. Fourth fastest in the NFL. And he flashed the big-time speed again there. They run again on first down. Chubb. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Egyptians 7, Browns 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll run with Walton, and he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Walton. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got Evans. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
1st down, Egyptians.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can... do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's 2nd and 8.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it. And we saw evidence of that right there. Put it through, and that ends us up at 10 apiece. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the air yet again, Watson. And that will be incomplete as well.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens. Well, when you get a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. First down, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
10 at the 41-yard line.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He completes it to Bryant. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
At the 35-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain. There to make it 2nd and 9.
Down at the 18-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Chubb at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an INT. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They begin this drive with Chubb. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 42.
Mayfield on play action. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's third and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Good. Play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
We dominate today.
A 9-yard touchdown Brown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Fielded in the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Fielded just inside the 30. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Browns will take over. 1st and 10. So here are the Browns to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
The 47-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They run it again with Chubb. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And a catch right side by Evans. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, he gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Watson looks to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Come on! Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Cleveland, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery.